And he just goes, do you remember the roaches? And in that moment, I was truly humbled to my core. That moment, I wanted to die. Good morning, besties. Welcome back to my channel. I just got to work. I'm basically just gonna go inside. I wanted to make sure that nobody was looking at me. I will not be filming myself inside of my job just to keep my job separate from my YouTube, but I will be getting hot chocolate and things like that. And I'm very excited to go inside today because I'm rarely ever in the office. It's once a week, and this is like my second time within like a 4-day period, so it feels like I'm really like an office girl. Like I feel like a corporate girly. I finally got out of work. I took off my sweater because I got a little warm, but it was really cold outside. I didn't realize with daylight savings time that it's so dark outside. Honestly, after LASIK, I cannot see in the nighttime. So that was a whole other thing. I started panicking halfway through driving because I could not see because of the LASIK. So I had Tyler park the car for me. Odin is in his free roam era. Let's see. Say hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm cooking greens. I'm gonna have some Brussels sprouts. Here are the completed greens. Basically what I'm gonna do is after I eat this, if I'm still hungry, I'm gonna have some eggs to have some protein along with the greens. I just got up from a nap. I was so tired, but when I was leaving the building today, I always, before I leave, I go to the bathroom. But I noticed I was one of the only people in the building. I went and I walked to the bathroom, and there's this guy like leaving the men's room, and he just goes, because he got so scared that I was like in the office because it was so empty. He's like, oh, I guess we're the only 2 people here. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. When I went to go walk out and the security guards were walking me out, the security guard guy was like, yeah, some people leave at 10 p.m. Who's staying at the office till 10 p.m? That's crazy. I saw this girl on TikTok do this video where she talked about things in life that have truly humbled her. Like moments in her life that she has been humbled. And I think I have a few moments that I just wanted to like talk about. I'm gonna eat my cookie and we're gonna talk our tea. I think the first time that I felt humbled, I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and my parents sent me to Puerto Rico with my grandmother and my uncle. Like it was just like a family debacle, but my mom and dad didn't go. So I went down to Puerto Rico, and I just remember it being not what I was thinking. Like you see Puerto Rico in all of the pictures and it's like gorgeous resorts, like people in bikinis dancing on the beach. Like no, my family's from the poor part. So if you go to places where your family's from and you're not traditionally wealthy, I'm not a country girl. I obviously live in Texas now, and I'm very much more open-minded now. But I was born in New York City, so when I really think about it, like I'm a city girl. So I went to Puerto Rico, and I just remember that my grandma had cornflakes, and if you don't know, cornflakes are conflay, C-O-N-F-L-A-Y, conflay. And I just remember she was pouring me cornflakes into a bowl, and these roaches just came falling out, like a bunch of roaches. And in that moment, I was truly humbled to my core. Like now these days when I'm looking at food or I'm ungrateful about food, I really think about that moment in my head and I go, do you remember the roaches? I'm like, girl, you remember the roaches. Like stop being dramatic. You could have had roaches right now in your food. And so now to this day, I was truly humbled in that moment. I would like to thank you for this award of humbling, because that was a moment. Another moment where I was truly humbled to my core was me and my parents went in the elevator of where my grandma lives in New York. And if you just know, in New York there's rats running around. Like if you live in the Bronx and Brooklyn and any of those boroughs, it's not like the New York City that you see online. It's not like that. We're just walking into this elevator, huge water bug, huge, literally ginormous roach, probably this big. I'm like, oh hell no. Like what was the reason? Humbled. At that moment I realized, I was just like, taking that in. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with another one real quick. Let me just take a sip because honestly, I'm humbled right now to the point where I'm thirsty. I was working at Starbucks and I was just chilling on the floor, just living my best life on the floor. And if you know, you know. I usually would wear a headset so I could talk to all the other workers. And I remember that my headset was on and I was telling people, this girl, Nina, started asking me about my eating disorder and things like that. And I remember walking into the back room into a conversation with a manager and a worker. And they were like, oh, I didn't know you had an eating disorder. This girl is so much skinnier than you. Humbled. At that moment, I wanted to disintegrate. At that moment, I wanted to die. And I was always compared to this one coworker because she was like severely underweight. Why? What was the reason? What was the reason? I was truly humbled in that moment. Honestly, I think back to that probably 2 times a day. This is all the stuff that was in my purse. I am switching out of this one, which is my Guess classic purse, into my Hello Kitty Vera Bradley purse. You guys know I love Vera Bradley, even though it's like the oldest of old lady brands. I just love the style. It's called the Franny bag. I feel like it's perfect. It reminds me of a Baggu bag just because of the way it's shaped. It's like a half crescent. And so I'm going to move all of this stuff, clean it out, and then move my mints and stuff into this bag, and then it's all gonna go in here. I always steal these flossers from Hot Pot, toothpicks from Hot Pot as well. There's hand cream, mints, more things, lip oil. I haven't opened this one. This one's brand new. And then more mints, obviously. I keep an overabundance of pads in my bag. If you ever see me in public, ask. Girl, I got one for you, one for you. I got these glass nail files and they're supposed to be Hello Kitty and I love these so much. They work so well. And then I got this one and it has Hello Kitties on it and a strawberry. I am about to admit something so heinous, so criminal that you guys are going to think I'm absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to admit it. You want to know why? Because you guys are my besties. I was obsessed with this Clarins lip oil and it is the one with the doe foot applicator. As you can see, it has a doe foot applicator. I was so obsessed that when I finished this lip oil, I refilled it with this cheap LA Girl lip oil. Mind you, that is not supposed to be done. So it actually started like molding and like caking in here. And I'm ashamed to let you know that I used it like this for 2 weeks before I realized that it was actually getting so gross that I probably should never. Like that is all my dead lip skin and dead cells in there. So I think this just attests to how No Spend November has been going and how I have been trying to save money to pay off my student loans. I've been using this LA Girl lip oil to replace the Clarins lip oil because my mom told me that these are really good and I really like them, but I feel like they don't last as long. Like this Clarins lip oil, I do one little pass and I'm good for the day. I put the sticker on my AirPods. Look at how cute. The purse is all done and ready. Look at how cute it is. I've been wanting to wear this. I just feel like it matches my aesthetic. And then I added the American flag Rilakkuma that I got. And then also this gingerbread hand sanitizer. And it's just a perfect size bag. It's not too big and it's not too small. I just want to say I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe below to see more vlogs like this. I had a lot of fun and I want to say love you guys so much. Bye!